Howdy, Connor here with Butter Welding. I'm going to be running you guys through this new product that I just released on my website, butterwelding.com. This is going to be a throttle body adapter that lets you run Vanjen style clamps, 2.5 inch, onto a OEM Nissan throttle body. Now this is going to fit your SR20, S13s, S14s, Ka24Es, and Ka24DEs, so the single cam and the dual cam version. Now I run these clamps in my shop on pretty much every kit that I'm fabricating now in the turbo system. They have a huge advantage over the silicone clamps because of reliability and serviceability. You're not going to have problems with these things blowing apart, ripping, tearing, getting too hot or anything like that. They come apart and go back together in, I would say, about 30 seconds. They're really easy to use, super reliable, and they just look great. The reason I came out with the adapter is just to save all the headaches that are involved with welding these on the throttle bodies. Normally you have to take them apart, you have to put them on the lathe, and they're cast, so they don't weld up the best, especially if you're not a super experienced aluminum welder. It also cleans up your engine bay and totally changes the look of that factory throttle body. Looks awesome. It adds a whole bunch of schwank to the area. So what you're gonna get in your box, first and foremost, you'll see the throttle body adapter. This is gonna come in raw aluminum with your O-ring pre-installed on it. Next thing you'll grab is gonna be your hardware kit. It's gonna come with 4 3/16 Allen head bolts that are gonna replace your factory bolts that hold your throttle body onto your intake now, and the O-ring that seals the throttle body adapter to your throttle body. The next, I would say, is the most important part. Whatever sticker we're running at the time. Right now it's these tire head stickers, but yeah, make sure to put those on something cool. All right, so when you're installing this thing, you're gonna remove the 4 bolts that hold your throttle body onto your intake. I recommend popping this thing off, cleaning both surfaces, and changing out that gasket. If you don't, you might have some issues with leaks. It's always nice to get a fresh gasket on. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your O-ring that comes in your hardware package, slip that right into this O-ring groove. You can't miss it if you tried. You can put a little grease in there to hold the O-ring in if you're having problems with it falling out or anything like that, but you really shouldn't. That is just gonna slide over the top of your throttle body. Make sure that that O-ring is in place when you put it on there. You'll grab your hardware that comes in the hardware kit. This is 316 stainless. You're putting it into an aluminum intake. So make sure to run your anti-seize. Stainless and aluminum can sometimes gall. Put those guys in, thread them in, and then torque them to your factory spec. When you're fabricating your intercooler piping with these clamps, you have to run a slight gap in between the 2 flanges. Vibrant sells setup flanges that I use in my shop to set this gap to the right distance to allow for maximum flex. Once you have everything fabricated, you run a little bit of dielectric grease on the inside of here and the inside of here. I'm sure you could use other greases, but dielectric has worked best for me. I've done tons of kits with them. You'll slip that over the top, and you'll take your pipe that is normally welded to here, slip that into place, then take your clamp, whatever one you're using. I like these vibrant pinless ones the best. Tons of companies sell them. Plasma Man, Wiggins is another one. Vibrant sells ones with pins in them. There's ones that bolt together. Tons of options for that, but that's what I like. Now I use that to slip over that sleeve. Even if it's not lined up on the back, you can use the clamp to guide it into place and just push that lock, snap it together. So this clamp is going to allow, it's hard to see, for flex in your system. I believe that it's about 10 degrees out of these clamps. That's going to save your piping from cracked welds or cracked material on your intake, intercooler, anything in the system that might get fatigued over time with vibration or your engine flex. And there you have it. That's my Nissan SR20, S13, S14, Ka24, single and dual cam to Vanjen style throttle body adapters. I'm loving using these things in my shop. I've got them on a couple cars now. I think you guys are going to really love them too. They look awesome and they work great. So head on over to butterwelding.com. Pick yours up today. I got them in stock, ready to ship currently. If you guys have any questions about these things before purchasing one, just head on over to my contact information on my website. Shoot me a call or an email. I'll try to get it answered as quickly as possible. They're made right here in-house in Wisconsin, USA. Butter up your ride.